Thank you, Loraz. We'll take the next caller. Hi, you're live. Name and agency in question, please. Hello. Okay, we'll move on.
Hello?
Debbie Jackson? Jackson, I'm sorry.
Yes.
Hi. Agency
Yes.
in question, please.
Hi, St. Nicholas Human Support Corp. I have a question. I got sick like 3 weeks ago after I get home from work. I had several emergency calls to my home from with the 911 EMS workers. On 2 occasions, they refused to take me because they said I didn't have the symptoms of COVID. But on the 3rd occasion, they had to take me to the emergency, which they said the blood pressure was sky high. I could have gotten a stroke in the house. However, I was checked out. They did blood work and everything, and they didn't find anything. But they diagnosed me with COVID, vertigo, because of passing out very often. I'm dizzy. I can't do too much, and I'm at home right now. And my question is if I'm going to be getting any kind of pay for the time I'm home, because I can't. They refer me to a neurologist, which I can get an appointment for right now. I don't know what to do.
The Rev or Dr. Van?
Yeah, I can address the leave question. One recommendation I would have is to use what Janie suggested earlier, which is teledoc. In terms of the leave, the COVID sick leave is for people who have symptoms or test positive for COVID. If you are sick with something else, you certainly have the paid time off you have accrued under the collective bargaining agreement to use, but also you may be eligible for disability if that's necessary, and you can contact your employer about filing a claim for disability leave.
And one other thing, would 1199 drop my coverage? Seeing that I can't go to work right now, that's the main part I'm interested in. If would they drop my coverage?
Mm-hmm. So if you're on disability, your coverage would continue. If you're not on disability and you're not working, if you fall below the required hours, you will be in danger of losing your health coverage. So it depends on whether you end up on disability leave or you're able to return to work, whether your coverage will continue.
Okay.
This is Dr. Dunn. I'm concerned about your episode that took you to the emergency room, and I would say that it's important for you to go in and see someone, because they feel you need to have a neurologist evaluate you. They're concerned that you might have had, with your blood pressure being high, that you could have had a mini stroke or something else happen. And so it's really important that you get evaluated. You shouldn't wait. And I would say first, I would call Teledoc, tell them what the symptoms are, and tell them that you went into the emergency room and this is what they found. And they can help you identify what is the best next step, because you shouldn't wait after having that visit to the ER. I'm really concerned about you.
Thank you, Dr. Van. We'll be taking the next caller. Hi, Maria Mendoza.
Yes.
Finally.
Yes, I'm live.
Yes. Your question and your agency, please.
Okay. My question is, if I'm sick, I'm okay. And my client too, he is okay. It's necessary to make the test for the virus.
Dr. Van, can you answer that?
I missed the question. What's the question? Can you repeat the question for me?
I'm okay. I'm not sick. I don't have symptoms. I'm okay. And my client too. He is in good condition. It's necessary to have the test for the virus.
No, I mean the important thing is you should have the test if you were exposed to someone who was positive of coronavirus, or you start having symptoms like fevers, a sore throat, shortness of breath, then you definitely should see a doctor. But if you're feeling fine without these symptoms, you don't need to get a test for COVID.
Thank you, Dr. Van. We're taking the next caller. Hi, Ms. Kim. You are live. Agency in question. Hello? Ms. Kim? Okay, we'll move on. Hi, you're live. Name and agency in question. Hello? Ma'am? Okay, we'll take the next caller. Hi, Anna Gonzalez. Agency in question.
Alliance for Health. I don't have a question, but my concern is, like the young lady said, I work for Brooklyn Alliance for Health. When we pick up our gloves and our masks, they only had the 3 masks for the whole week. Right now, I have an 8-hour case, 5 days a week, and I have to find my own mask.
So, Ms. Kim, we're going to talk to Alliance for Health and ask them when the workers come there to give them more masks than 3. So you can follow through with Hector Pena, your organizer, but we're going to talk to Alliance for Health on your behalf and all the workers' behalf.
You cannot watch them.
Yeah, this is Dr. Dunn. Anytime your mask is not fitting or it's soiled or it's torn, you have to wear another mask. You cannot wear that mask.
You cannot wear the same thing. I have to buy one that I can rewash it and wear it over. And it's not fair to us that we have to spend money out of the pocket,
Mm-hmm. No, I do understand, but I'm more want to make sure that you stay safe, and you need to wear a mask that is not soiled, not torn, and you're able to breathe okay with the mask. If it's not, then you need to get another mask.
Thank you, Dr. Van. Next caller, Sandra Pierce, you're live. Agency in question, please. Hello? Sandra Pierce? Okay, we'll move on. Hi, you're live. Name, agency in question, please. Hello?
What about you?
Hello, ma'am, you're live.
Yes.
Agency in question. Move on. Hi, you're live. Name, agency in question, please.
Irene?
Hello. Hi, you're live. Name and agency in question.
Irene Edwards?
Hi, Miss Edwards, agency.
My agency is FEG's form attendant.
Okay, your question, ma'am. Go ahead.
My question is, well, everybody who spoke before has asked the question. But the question for me is, I was home and I wasn't feeling good. And before the 2 days before I go to work, I called my agency. And the reply I got, you better show up to work on Sunday, else not, you will be fired. I was very insulted, and the next thing again, I was home,
and I did not get paid. I only get paid for the time I went back. I did not get paid. So, but you also answered that question. I did not get paid because I wasn't feeling good. I was feeling too shaky. And the train, when I went to work, on the two-seater, there was a bomb with a wagon on the seat. In front of me was two people sleeping, and then there is no way. I almost fell, and a man picked me up. There was no way on the train to even move, and it's very, very dangerous. I'm a diabetic, hypertension, and everything, but I tried to go out to work when they told me to go to work. And as the other caller said, not a mask and nothing. Nothing they call to say, well, we'll give you all a mask. And I think it's very not nice for the home health aide. I work with FEDS home attendant.
Okay, I would like to answer that. So first of all, we apologize that you had to go through that, given the fact that you are willing to go to work and to go on the train. And
From Brooklyn.
We will not tolerate that. So what I would ask is that, well, I don't want you to give 20,000 people your phone number, but you should contact your organizer, Lisa Ellis, or your vice president, Renee Ruiz. And we will talk to FEDS on your behalf. We can't fix the trains, but we can fix supervisors who tell you you will be fired if you do not go to work. So, can you tell us the supervisor's name? And that you could say out loud to your brothers and sisters on this phone. Mostly sisters, but you could say it out loud. Who told you that? So
She got off the line, Rona.
okay, all right. Please contact your organizer. Thank you.
Okay, next caller. Ms. Jacqueline Combs, you're on the line. Agency, please.
Hi.
Hi. Agency and your question, please.
Unlimited care. My question is just basically what can we do at this crisis time to strengthen our immune system, and how are we? You know, I take my temperature, I take my patient temperature, but how are we sure? How are we sure when if somebody come across the virus? How are we sure if they are going to be getting treatment to what can we take to get rid of it? Because they said that there's no cure. So what should we do? Because I buy stuff to strengthen, me and my kids' immune system and stuff like that. Because it's in the air.
That's a very good question. Unfortunately, at this time, there is no vaccine, and there aren't any drugs that have shown that they can reduce the impact of coronavirus on people. There's been a lot of talk about hydroxychloroquine, which is an anti-malarial drug, but the studies that are coming out of the United States are showing that it's not working. There is another study that's being done on remdesivir, which is an antiviral agent. The results so far have not been encouraging. But there are right now over 35 clinical trials being done by the NIH and the medical centers out there. And hopefully one of those trials may show that we found a drug that could have a positive impact on reducing morbidity and mortality from coronavirus. But there isn't any agent out there right now that you can take.
Wow.
Thank you, Dr. Van. Next caller. Hi, Wendy Gibbs. Agency in question, please.
Okay, the agency is St. Nicholas. Now, here's my question. I work for St. Nicholas, and I work for another agency. Now, my question is, are they allowed to cut the hours during this pandemic? I mean, if they cut the hours for the other agency, the client will be left with no one there.
So I want to answer that. First of all, what's the other agency? Is it 1199 or non-union, and which one are they cutting?
It's house. It's called house calls, and I think
it's non-union.
713.
Non-union.
Yeah.
Or 713, which is not a union. But go ahead.
Yeah.
So where are they cutting the hours? 713 or St. Nick's?
713. Are they allowed to cut those hours during this pandemic? If they cut the hours, she'll be there with nobody. She has, every now and again she has forgetfulness, but what will happen to her? If everyone is home and her family members are in their own home, who's there to watch her? And they
you know what?
had to cut it because Medicaid said cut it.
No, that's not true. They cut it because they don't care. So, unfortunately, we only have control over the 1199 agencies, and I really do appreciate your concern for the clients. I don't know whether, Larev, you have some recourse, but I think you show the commitment of a home care worker that is doing this because you care. Larev, do you have any legal advice for her?
I don't think so. We don't know why the hours were cut. It could be clients can also request a reduction of hours at this time. So it's without knowing why the hours were cut.
She didn't even know her hours was being cut. They called her on the 10th and said that the hours were being cut, and then they called today and said it's starting on the 24th, which is tomorrow, and now she's going to be there with nobody.
Okay, well, I think you should call 311. I think that you should call the client's family. I think tell them to complain to house calls or no house calls. Complain to them, the client's family.
Her daughters. Yeah, I got in touch with her daughters and her grandsons.
And you know what? One other piece of advice.
Mm-hmm.
One other piece of advice is tell your client to move toward the 1199 agency and get her hours back. So that would be my advice.
About that. I was really thinking about that. I was really thinking about moving her.
You should move her to your 1199 agency and become a union delegate. Okay, Kathy, next.
Okay. Hi, hey, John, are you on the phone?
This is Joe speaking. I have a question.
Yes, sorry.
I have a question. When you mentioned a mask, what type of mask are you referring to? The face mask. What type of face mask are you referring to?
Dr. Van?
Doctor? All right, I'll tell you.
Dr. Van?
She's not there. She's not there. I don't know.
Okay. Joe, where do you work?
I'm here. I was on mute.
What type of mask are you referring to?
Well, there are the N95s, which are used in the hospital if you're inducing someone to get secretions and you need to wear an N95. A paper mask or cloth mask won't work. For people working in the home care arena, they can wear a paper mask or they can create a cloth mask, and that will help reduce. It doesn't eliminate, it helps reduce the chance of getting coronavirus.
Well, coronavirus is about 0.3 in micron in size, so it has to be N95. It can't really be a cloth mask.
Mm-hmm. Well, it depends on what you're doing.
It's either P100 or N95 mask, right? And they're not being and they're not being handed out to the home health aides.
Okay, what agency do you work for, please? John? Okay, thank you. Next, Kathy.
Yes, next caller. Harold George, you're on the line. Agency in question, please.
Yes, Alliance for Help. I have a problem. They're sent me to work on the 23rd of March. And I keep telling my agency that I'm coughing and let me stay home and get rid of the cough. They tell me, oh, go back to the agency, go back to the nursing home on Monday. When I show up to the nursing home, they tell me, oh, no, you can't come in here with that cough. So I call my doctor, and my doctor tell me, because I've been running a temperature and like coughing, a bad coughing, and have like temperature, and I call 311 doctor, I call my doctor, and she tell me I have to stay home, don't go out. But they refuse to pay me.
Do you work for a nursing home or for a home care agency or for both?
No, I work for Alliance for Health for 12 years. Okay. And they refuse to pay me. And, I've been calling them, and they give me 14 days, which end on the 10th of April without pay, because I was running a temperature. And my doctor tell me don't go out of the house. So I had to have my doctor to fax the letter to them, because up to now I don't get paid.
Okay. So we need, Kathy, can you record her name so we can call Alliance for Health? You can reach your organizer, Hector Pena, but we will try and record your name, and we will call you back and call Alliance and tell them what they're doing is not right. Thank you for getting on the phone, and I hope you feel better.
Rona, are you taking another question, or we're going to?
Yes, I am. Yes.
Okay. Hi, you're live. Your name, agency in question?
Hello, my name is Leslie, Partners in Care. Yes, I would like to know why they don't supply us with the Lysol, not with the hand sanitizer and the gown.
I thought that Partners was supplying not Lysol but the hand sanitizer that you were being mailed. But the gowns, and I know that Partners in Care is trying to get gowns so that, which is really when you have COVID patients, and I don't know if you're taking care of a COVID patient, but there is a tremendous shortage in the country, and you can thank President Trump for that. The fact that there's not enough gowns, and I don't know if anyone else on our panel can answer the question. Are you taking care of a COVID positive patient?
Used to, but not now.
Okay. So we are trying, and the agencies are trying to make sure that when you do take care of a COVID patient, that they have the proper PPE for you. And Dr. Van, would you like to explain if the agency don't provide you with the PPE? I know that Partners was not sending workers to those cases. And if they are, you should contact Cynthia Nita, your organizer, because we don't want workers being unprotected, especially when it comes to COVID patients. But I don't know if anyone else can talk about the shortage or would like to respond to her. But thank you and stay safe.
Okay. Next caller. Hi, your name, your agency, and your question. You're live.
Hello?
Hi, your name, agency,
Hello?
and question.
Miss Grant?
Oh. What agency, Miss Grant?
Aline, otherwise Laura.
You work for Laura?
Yes. Yes. My question is, I work with this patient for maybe a year and something now. So yesterday they called me and said that I understand what is going on now, and the patient have underlying illness, and in the height of the corona, I go to work and I take the proper caution or whatever. I have to take the bus and I have to take the train. So yesterday after I leave work, I come home. She said she don't need me anymore. She have to until when the corona is over. And I was like, how, when this corona gonna over? I said, well, I'm gonna out a job now. She said, I'm gonna call the agency and tell them that they don't need any service until the corona is over. So I'm calling the agency, nobody picking up the phone, so I don't know. I don't have any supply from them. I have to buy my own supply. I have to travel every day from Monday to Friday. I don't have any gloves. I don't have any mask. I don't have nothing. I have to find all of that. And the patient said, I have to change gloves every day, mask every day. I have to bring a change of clothes. I don't have any problem doing that. But where I'm going to get a mask to wear every day, the one that I wear on the street, I'm not supposed to bring it in the house. So I'm confused. This is too much. Too much.
Okay. So, first of all, did you say that you work for Lara? Alan?
Yes, I do. Yes.
Okay. Is it a CD-PAP case?
No.
Okay. So, unfortunately, the workers in your position are not in 1199, but I don't think you should have to go through what you're going through. I suggest if Alara doesn't answer you, and a lot of clients now have refused service. They are afraid of workers, home care workers, coming into their home because they don't have the proper PPE. And I think that your agency should be ashamed of making you go through what you're going through. I can't interfere with Alara because unfortunately, they're not in our union. But but you know what? There are so many home care agencies in 1199 that need home care workers like yourself that are giving gloves, that are giving masks, and that you don't have to subject yourself to this kind of insult. So we have your name. We will contact you. We will give you a list of 1199 agencies. And
yes.
I don't know, Larev, if you want to talk about unemployment, but you don't deserve to be treated like that. And I'm going to tell the management of Alara, Alan, even though it's not 1199, what you're saying.
Right. Yes.